Hey, this is Dr. Augustine again, talking today about a particular topic. A patient approached me and said, we're sitting down and discussing our solutions for her health problems, and she said, well, I don't get my nutrition by taking supplements. I don't take supplements. I get my nutrition from eating food. Well, that sounds like a noble approach to things. It doesn't really work so well. So let me tell you why. First off and foremost, the people that grow and manufacture our food are not really into it to keep us healthy. They're into it to make a bunch of money. So they will cut corners wherever they can. For instance, soil depletion. They will push the soils to grow stuff at our expense, because if you don't have all the nutrition that's in the soil, it's not going to get into our foods that we eat. So our foods that we eat today are very, very deplete of nutrition. So you got soil depletion, you've got inorganic fertilizers. They use inorganic fertilizers instead of organic fertilizers, which also, inorganic can make foods grow, fruits and vegetables grow large, but they're extremely deplete of our nutrition that we'll need for our bodies to work correctly. I always say this to patients, and it's such a good statement. Our bodies are not a sack of drugs and chemicals, they're really a sack of food and nutrients. So to solve our biochemical deficiencies, we really need to use whole foods. So the problem comes when we are choosing foods that are not so good, but the foods that we're choosing, how healthy are they? So you've got soil depletion, inorganic fertilizers being used. You also have meats. So for instance, chickens. What are the chickens being fed? Are they fed soy? Are they fed GMO grains and things of that sort? Not so good. Not so good for them, and therefore not so good for us. So you look at chicken meat, because everybody seems to eat chicken breasts these days. And have you noticed the difference in size of the chicken breasts? So they're also being injected with growth hormones. Big issue. What a chicken eats is very significant in the nutrients that you're actually going to get from your chicken meat as well as your eggs. Eggs are a whole other topic. They're almost the perfect food that I tell patients. They really are. You can't eat too many eggs. The only time that you could say overdo on an eggs is when you're full. So that's not really a problem. The only problem with eggs is, what are they being fed? So the chicken scratch that they're being fed has classically soy and GMO things in it that are not so good for us. GMO, genetically modified organism, not good for our health. Let's move to red meat. Now, nothing wrong with red meat as long as it's grass-fed, grass-finished. Really, really good for us. You just want to avoid the commercial meats that are injected with growth hormones, and they also use antibiotics. Not such a good thing. So that being said, we need to choose organic as much as possible. And ultimately, there's another problem that tends to be an issue for our health, is that you could eat and try to get all the right nutrients from your foods, but what about your stress level, and what about your production of digestive enzymes? Back in the day, it used to be said that you are what you eat. Now it's really you are what you digest. That's a problem, because people have way too much stress these days. They're not producing good enzymes, and if you've eaten too much processed foods, it shuts down your digestive enzymes as well. So that's another part on the solution side of this that you may need to consider, is doing things for your stress, but also taking some digestive enzymes so that you can actually absorb the nutrition from your food. So you can see you're really, really behind the eight ball when you're trying to get all your nutrients from just your food. You really need to have concentrated whole food nutrients to replenish your body to give it what it needs so it functions correctly. What should you do in these cases where you should actually take concentrated whole food nutrition? Supplementation would make a major difference. There's a great website that I recommend going to. It's called cornucopia.org. Cornucopia.org, and they have a bunch of food scorecards. So you can see the healthiest eggs, for instance. There's a great egg scorecard, and it gives such tremendous detail in what goes into being, scoring the highest on this in the scorecard, and therefore you can just go right to and choose those types of eggs that are going to be the best for you. And believe me, they do taste very different The egg yolks are really bright orange. They're full of concentrated nutrients. And yes, you do want to eat the egg yolks because of the nutritional content that's in them. It doesn't raise your cholesterol. What raises cholesterol is starch and sugar. Just a separate point there. So go to cornucopia.org and try to look and see what you can find as far as the best choices for eggs and for chicken and for eggs and for red meat, all of those things. Also, supplementation. What are some basic supplements that people should take on a regular basis? If you have stress, and I don't know too many people that don't have stress, you deplete your body of B vitamins. So you want a whole food B vitamin concentrate, because there is a particular B vitamin that you've never heard of. It's called vitamin B4 that you will only get in a whole food supplement. And so the supplement that I recommend is called Cataplex B Core. Has a boatload of vitamin B4 that's amazing for your heart rate and rhythm. So really, really good supplement for getting your B vitamins. B vitamins are important for brain function, for muscle function, for heart function. Lots of good reasons for it. Secondly, a fish oil. Most people should be on a fish oil supplement, and the one that I recommend is called Ulprima. And there's Ulprima EPA and DHA, or there's Ulprima DHA. So you take fish oil and break it down. It's EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. The difference between the two is EPA is preferably better for your heart health, whereas DHA is better for your brain health. Great to do them both in combination or do one or the other depending on what's going on in your health issues. Ulprima EPA DHA or Ulprima DHA. Another great one, if you're not into eating vegetables, is Spgreen food. And you will look at this label, the ingredients that are in this product, and it's just dark green vegetables. We do not get enough of the cruciferous vegetables in our diet, and when you start taking this, it'll help to alkalinize your body. You'll be more anti-inflammatory, your body will feel better, you'll sleep better, all just by taking Spgreen food. Now, another issue that comes up when you take supplements, if you look on the label of the supplement, it'll say, take one per day. So that recommendation that's on the label is just to say, I can sell this product as a supplement, and it's to basically be okay with the FDA. The therapeutic dosage is a different level of support. You want to take the therapeutic dosage for a particular supplement. So many supplements you will do 6 a day, like you do 2, like a breakfast, lunch, dinner, or sometimes it's 9 a day, sometimes it's 15 a day. It's only for a short time. It's until you've replenished your body with the nutrition that's in these supplements so that your biochemistry comes back on board, and then you're done. Then you would support that with those foods that would help you to maintain that. So I'm on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. If you like what you heard, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your comments, questions. I'd love to answer those for you. Again, my name is Dr. Augustine. Have a great day.